Thank you, Corey. Thank you so much. Well, we are all really happy to be here, aren't we?
Yes.
I like that, starting with a smile. You look so wonderful. So welcome everyone who's here in person. Thank you for being here with us on our Sunday afternoon fellowship service, and all those watching online. We welcome you. And I just want to remind you about your prayer cards in your bulletin. If you have anyone you'd like to, for us to pray in community for, just fill that out and put it in the basket as it comes around. It's in the bulletin.
Oh,
There you go. It's on the other side. There you go. Okay, so we're going to start out by singing Prayer of the Child of Love. So I'd like y'all to stand, please. It's in the right on the front of your songbook.
This my prayer.
So now I'd like everyone to please close their eyes and just begin to relax. Drop your shoulders and begin to notice your breath. Let's take 2 deep breaths together, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. I'd like you to consciously just drop your mind down into your heart space. Maybe put your hand on your heart. Let's bring our full attention to the one divine, loving presence. The all that is. In this moment, we accept the precious gift of life fully. Knowing we are not limited by anything at all. We embark on a completely new, holy instant, certain of love's abundance. And we are secure in our ability to do exactly what is ours to do from a place of love. So let us affirm, I choose to make use of divine law, consciously and intentionally. And I trust that the law responds immediately. There is no doubt or uncertainty in my consciousness. I know that the magnificent power of the universe is there for me, working for me, uplifting me. I know that all the wisdom and power of the divine presence is a limitless flow of love as me and through me. And I joyously extend this love out into the world to all beings. And together we say, and so it is. We're going to sing a fellowship song together on page 8. Don't put your limits on my God. Please stand.
Don't put your limits on my God. Tell me what I must believe. If God's going to do His work, He must be free. Don't put Him in a little box and say He must be orthodox. For the love of God's a
We are really happy to welcome Mighty Medicine this afternoon, Deshaun and Larry. Let's take it away and let's give them a warm welcome.
It's good to be back here. In the last 12 years, Deshaun and I probably did over 100 Christmas concerts together. So we decided to rehash that today.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, have the Christmas party hop.
Can we start over? My glasses on. I don't think we've ever done that. What's wrong here? I can't see. All right, one more time. Sorry.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, have the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every hope and tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
That reminds us that Christmas is next Sunday. Yes. So, now's the time in our service when we stop and fill our hearts with gratitude, very intentionally and very consciously. And we give thanks for all of the blessings and the gifts in our lives. And we're so grateful to all of you, all of us, the entire fellowship community, grateful to all of you who donate to the fellowship. So today, if you are filling out your gift, here's a gift envelope, or if you donate online, I'd like for you to hold your gift in consciousness. Envision the fellowship as a thriving and flourishing fellowship community. And John will come around and with the basket, and you can also put your prayer cards in there as well. So let's together read the blessing of our tithes and offerings on the front of your bulletin. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to serve. Thank you, John. So let's close our eyes one more time and go within and know that the names that are on the prayer cards in this basket are much loved friends and family. They are people around the world in need, perhaps, of comfort and safety. And as our fellowship energy field, we raise them up to love. And we know that they are healthy and whole, perfect and complete in all ways. And this is how we see them. There's no doubt, no uncertainty. Love flows through us to them. Perfect love. And together we say, and so it is. We have another fellowship song. If you turn to page 11, Forgiveness Offers Everything. Please stand.
Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. My mind knows only what I think with God. I thank my Father for His grace on me. Let me remember I am one with God. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. My mind knows only what I think with God. Think quiet, I receive God's word today. All that I give is given to myself. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness is the key to happiness.
Please be seated. We haven't done that one for quite a while, but just a reminder that these songs that are in your songbook were given to us. We are blessed by them, by so many wonderful folks, including Lucille Olson, and this particular one, Max Raines, one of the very beginning founding members of the fellowship. And of course, after A Course in Miracles, Forgiveness Offers Everything. And now I am very happy to welcome a new speaker to the fellowship. He's got a beautiful smile. And his name is Brett Koon. He has been a meditator for 30 years, and he's been speaking at Unity churches and interfaith centers for 15 years, and we were introduced to him just recently, so Please give Brett a very warm welcome.
Thank you so much. It's nice to be here, and I love the songs. The music is beautiful, and there's some good harmony going on back there. I don't know who that is, but it sounded beautiful. The talk today is a return home to your heart, and maybe there won't be a lot I have to offer you because it seems like everybody's heart's pretty wide open around here, but I'm grateful to be here, and I hope to just get myself out of the way and allow through. I'm a big Eckhart Tolle fan, and one of the things that I've leaned on as a quote over the years for me has been, stress is wanting life to be different than what it is. And I love that quote so much because the truth is, when we're listening to our minds and not our hearts, it's so easy to be caught in all the craziness of the world and wanting the world to look a certain way, wanting our neighbors to look a certain way, wanting ourselves to look a certain way. And what happens is we end up feeling stressed and burdened and just really not living our life to the fullest. And I would say another thing as far as not living life to the fullest is also how we've all been raised in a world of a lot of blame. And unfortunately, blame really doesn't heal anything. In fact, it keeps us from healing because as long as we're blaming someone or something else, it never gives us the opportunity to heal, right? I mean, if we're making somebody else or something else the problem, then we're a victim to them or that thing in order for us to move forward. So I'm a big fan of taking 100% responsibility for my life because then I have something to say about it. It's like, what is it within me that can't love and accept them the way they are? My brother has probably been my biggest teacher. Not necessarily in the way that I've always wanted it to be, but we used to have some. I do the Ashaya Ascension meditation. I'm just curious, anybody in here do that? So we used to have monks come in and they would teach us, and their phrase was, "If you ever think you're enlightened, just go visit family," right? And it will completely eliminate any problems you have about thinking you're that way. So. My brother and I have deep love for each other, and maybe even more so now. We had a funeral for both my sister and my mom this year, and so we both feel a little bit vulnerable, like we're the only two left in the family. My brother is very opinionated. He kind of hangs his hat on his intelligence, his knowledge as to who he is. And we all hang our hat on something. If I'm just being quite frank with you, I've hung my hat on, trying to be a good speaker, a good meditation teacher. For a while, I hung my hat on being very athletic, and then cancer came along, and I wasn't so athletic. Like, okay, well, who am I now? And I don't know what I would say. My term for source is God. So whatever source you use is all good. But I find that anything that you're like identifying with, somehow falsely identifying with as the truth of who you are, God comes along and it feels like you're getting slapped around a little bit, right? To knock you out of that belief that you falsely identified with. And so, from the very, very early age, from the very time that we're born, we start hearing things from our parents. It might be that you're cute. It might be that you're clumsy. It might be that, you start hearing, well, what a good singer you are. Well, you're not so good at math or this or that. And we begin to take on all these beliefs, these opinions, these self-images that we now call a personality, right? We all collect these over the years. I don't think it's anything new. Just listening to the songs, listening to Mary and what you guys are about here, I don't think it's anything new to say that we all have fallen prey to who we are not. And so what I think is probably true for here is you've all heard the term, you're already whole, you're already complete, you're one with God, those kinds of things. But the truth is, I don't find that's ever enough just to hear that. I don't even find that it's enough to believe it. It's not bad. You can believe it. That's fine. But to really know it and confirm that for yourself is a whole different experience. Eckhart Tolle describes awakening as when the mind and awareness separate. In other words, this not only this belief, but this knowing, this realization that you are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. And when you have that experience, something absolutely beautiful happens is the mind can be as busy as it wants to be, and you go, no. You can say whatever you want. I know that's not the truth. And then you become even more conscious and aware where you start hearing, well, I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm needy, I'm insecure. And then you start getting to that point to say, wait a minute, who is this I that's speaking here? Is it the I that's really me? Or is it these beliefs that I've collected, that I've hooked into to say self-inquiry? Self-inquiry is continuing to look within yourself to say, who am I really? And if you don't do anything else out of life, if you just keep asking that question, who am I really? It's a beautiful process to begin to come in touch with that deeper truth of who you are that is beyond the personality, beyond the beliefs, beyond the images, beyond all the concepts, and beyond anything that you can actually be a witness to. Now, what do I mean by that? Anything beyond being a witness? Well, you can be a witness to your thoughts, you can be a witness to your feelings, you can be a witness to your experiences, you can be a witness to your physical body, you can be a witness to all your five senses. None of them can be a witness to you, but that core truth of who you are can be a witness to all of them. And that's where your heart is. That's where peace resides. And I can assure you, for maybe some of you have had an awakening in here, but if you have, you begin to see, in fact, I was working with a healer. She was very wonderful. She actually heard, literally heard words that would come through her guidance. And she worked on giving you a past life reading, and then she would clear out that energy from that past life. And so I had seen her many years. I'd done a lot of workshops, as I'm sure we all have, workshop. And then she said to me one time, she said, they're telling me you only know 2% of who you are. And I felt hurt. My ego was bruised off of that. Like, what do you mean? Do you know all the things that I've done? And, I've experienced these in all the books that I've read. And it really hurt me, but it needed to. It needed to help me to let go of and question, who am I really? And so, like I said, a lot of times when we're being challenged in life, because to me, my teacher, Maharishi Sadashiva Asham, once said, there's not one single hair out of place in the universe. And I love that because it doesn't give me an excuse to blame someone or something else. It's like, no, what do I have to learn from this experience? And so learning that experience and trusting that everything is in divine order, I just lost my spot there. Let me just give it some space here and see what comes back. Not a hair out of place. I do remember that part of it. Where I was going with this is that we sometimes feel like there's hairs out of place, like life and God don't know what they're doing, right? Because we're like, that can't be good, But the truth is, we feel like we're being picked on. Like I said, we feel like we're being slapped around some, but God's like, no, I'm not doing that to you. I am simply giving you this experience because you're falsely holding on to something that's not true. And I'm here supporting you. I'm here to help wake you up to that beautiful truth that you already are. And I say that you already are because the only thing that's keeping us from being awakened or enlightened or whatever one wants to call it is some kind of belief that says, I'm not enough, or this has to happen before I can experience that. And we do a lot of that, right? You know, when I get more money, when I get a better relationship, when I get the right job. And so we're waiting, and we're never living. I feel as I continue to walk this journey, man, and I stop fighting God, it just keeps getting better and better. It's like, let go of the entitlement that we deserve something. Let go of, that life is supposed to look a certain way. And then every time God gives you something, even if it's something your mind will say, I don't want that experience, there's a part of you that says, thank you. I'm so grateful. And I can't believe how my life keeps unfolding. And like I said, I lost my mom and my sister just within the last, I don't know, I guess maybe 10, 11 months here. But their gift, I was going through pictures and to help with the eulogy. And it was such a healing process. I'm looking at them, I'm like, man, I just missed out on all that time with my sister when my mind was busy judging her at times. And I looked back and I saw all the playfulness. She just wanted to play. And I looked at my mom's life, who, she was 84 and she wasn't doing well. And it was a tremendous relief, to be honest with you. I had grieved much over the past 3 years with her. So the two experiences just expanded my heart more. They opened my heart. I don't think you can really expand our heart more. It's just that you can get in touch and be aware of how your heart was already that, right? And so all these things that we feel so troubled by, God is on our side. God is like, please, I'm not trying to pick on you. I just want to support you. I want to open your heart and help you to see that you are everything you've already been looking for, right? Because the one thing we all have in common, everybody, is we want to be happy. Everybody wants to be happy. You see some people doing it through money, some people doing it through power, some people doing it through prayer, some people doing it through God, right? I do it for that. If I thought God was going to bring me great misery, I would not be on that train, right? So we're all wanting to be happy. We're just going about it in different ways. But the game is we collect all these ideas of who we think we are, and then when we're ready, and another quote by Eckhart Tolle is he says, suffering is only necessary until you realize it's not. Suffering is only necessary until you realize it's not. And the more you realize there's no suffering really to be had, it's just whether I'm embracing this experience or I'm fighting against it. That's it. Either embracing it or fighting against it. I don't want to fight life anymore. I don't want to fight God anymore. I don't want to fight anyone anymore. Even it seems like they're all Eckhart Tolle quotes coming up in my head here, but he's like, even taking a stand to fight against something, if you're fighting for or against something, he said, you're going to get a fight, When it's like punching your arms, going into a dark room and punching at the darkness, when all you have to do is turn on the light. What is the light? The light is when we open our hearts and we're so surrendered to the experience that we're not fighting against it, and we're taking action not from a place of fear, but we're taking action from a place of peace and love and the truth of who we are. Because we all watch it, particularly in politics. We see how so many people are taking action from a place of fear. I'm all for action. But I invite you, before you take the action, can you just look within your heart and say, all right, God, Jesus, Buddha, whatever your source is, can you just help me with this? Help me to come back to a place of peace within myself, and then help me to take action, inspired action from that place, completely different. And you'll hear a lot of the teachers, the awakened teachers will say, a lot of times our decisions are doing far more harm than they are good because we're acting out of fear. And we also are going through this incredible separation and division of this self-righteousness, that I am right, they are wrong. My brother and I have gone through this many, many times. We're politically on the opposite sides. And, I was saying to him, I go, I'm guessing truth is probably more somewhere in the middle. I'm wanting to be right, you're wanting to be right. We have all these things that we've read, this ammunition to prove that we're right. I said, I don't want to convince anybody of anything. I mean that right now. I don't want to convince you of anything. The only thing I'm saying is I'm just inviting you to try some of these things on. See if it fits. See if it resonates with your heart. And if it does, then wonderful. And if it doesn't, then let it go. That's all anyone can ask. And I have been trying to convince people of so many things my whole life. It's exhausting. Is it not exhausting? It's like you find something that works for you. I was part of the Human Awareness Institute, and I did a lot of workshops. I'm like, you got to take this, and I'm trying to convince people that they need to take it. And then I got on my meditation path, and I'm like, you got to do this meditation, it's fantastic, I mean, it's all good. It's okay. There's nothing wrong or bad with it. We've all either done it or are doing it. It's okay. But I'm saying, can you just begin to notice how your mind is needing to fix somebody or fix something or fix the world? We're not here to fix the world. We really aren't. In fact, I got a message one time just so clearly. In fact, to be honest with you, I don't know how many years ago this was, but I'm laying in bed and I'm getting this message, and the message is like this beautiful, powerful message. It said that Jesus did not come here to change the world. He came here to love and accept the world. And through that, the world changed. And I kept getting this message over and over, and where I wanted to be honest with it, I really just wanted to sleep. I'm like, I wanted to go back to bed, just fall back asleep, and that message just kept coming in down until I wrote it down. And I've always remembered it, and it's been impactful in my life, because I know we think we need to earn God's love sometimes or prove our worth. God doesn't care about any of that. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what you do. Of course, I'm saying that there are consequences, in what your choices are. But ultimately, God is just here to love and accept you exactly the way you are. And that's all that's being asked of yourself. Can you just love and accept yourself exactly the way you are? So just to finish up, as far as a meditator, as a teacher of meditation and practicing a lot of meditations, I'm sure all of you have. Really, meditation to me it's the best path that I am aware of. And that is continuing to just notice the thoughts, notice the feelings as they come in. Don't try to push them away. Don't try to fight them. Don't make them bad or wrong. It's just a thought. You allow those thoughts to come in as much as they want to. Let them have a party. Let them do whatever they want. You be a witness to the thoughts. And the more you can be a witness to them without needing to fix them or change them or fight against them, then you can start recognizing that they were never the truth anyhow. It's just they were collected along the way. We've bought into it, and they're just presenting themselves to help you become aware who you are not. That's all. And so if you don't meditate or don't choose to meditate, I would say the other thing is practice forgiveness and compassion. You know, we had the song you mentioned from A Course in Miracles, the song about forgiveness. Forgiveness is the only thing that A Course in Miracles actually endorses, if you will, as an illusion. Because ultimately, when you step into the truth of who you are, you realize that it's all an illusion. There's nothing to forgive. There's no one to forgive. When you realize all these thoughts are not real anyhow, so automatically the things and the people that you have judged begin to fall away. They were never there. They were just there for a teaching, that's all. So if you do anything, if you don't want to do meditation, just practice forgiveness and compassion. It can open up beautiful, beautiful doors. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now I guess I do my meditation, correct? So we'll do a brief meditation, and if you would, just close your eyes. Thank you for the music. And just allow your heart to absorb everything that's been said. And I want to invite you just to let go of any thing that you have hooked onto as to who you think you are. Letting go of all your opinions and beliefs, particularly the negative ones. But just, I'm inviting you to let all of it go. Because the truth is, there's only one thing you can't get rid of and let go. And that's awareness, the truth of who you are. You can't get rid of you, the true you. But everything else you can. And for just this brief time that we're together, I'm inviting you to let go of all of it. Let go of the idea that you are something physical, you're this body that will sometime pass away. It will all pass away. Your thoughts come and go. Your feelings come and go. Your experiences come and go. Your beliefs change over time. Your body and your mind will come and go. I'm inviting you to let go of all of them so that you can connect with the one thing that doesn't come and go. And that is you. That is the one that is intimately and perfectly connected and aligned with our beloved Creator. We tend to make life so hard sometimes. And that's okay. That's not a judgment. But I'm inviting you right now to let go of that. To stop fighting life. And to have trust and faith that you are being provided exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. And the last thing I want to invite you to is let go of your need to fix or change the world. Can you just for this short period we're together, just allow the world to be okay without you? What? How's the world going to be okay without me? Just for this short time. And mostly just letting yourself off the hook. It's all being orchestrated by God. All of it. You don't need to fight any of it. So just let yourself off the hook and just give all your burdens, all your worries over to God. And then you see how life will unfold. And then just quickly, just bringing thoughts present themselves, just allowing them to pass by like a cloud. You wouldn't judge the cloud. You wouldn't try to fight the cloud. You don't need to analyze the cloud because you recognize the cloud is not you. And I invite you to do the same thing with your thoughts. And I leave you with that. Namaste.
And on page 35, our thoughts, our prayers. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers, take charge of what you're saying. See higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a
Let's give our speaker another hand.
Got my glasses on. Well, the gentleman right in front of me, before the service started, said that there's going to be 10 inches of snow before Christmas. So that's what this song's all about.
Celebrate our listening in the lane. Snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. So happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along.
guess I couldn't have put together a more perfect summary, end of the year summary of all the fellowship, concepts there. It was just a beautiful summary of it all, and how perfect here at the end of the year. So thank you for that. Thank you to Samantha for all you do. She's blushing.
And thank you to Mary.
Thank you to everyone here today, and thank you to our virtual watchers. Just a beautiful service. I have a few announcements, and then we'll do our peace circle. Reminding everybody that we have a Christmas Eve service at a different time this year, 7 p.m. here at the Quaker Building, and Christmas Day service at 4 p.m., followed by a Christmas potluck. So that should be fun. And there isn't yet, but there will be right afterwards, a jar on the table out there for tiny pantry donations that we're getting together to give to friends to stock the pantry outside. So thank you again, and let's form our peace circle.
Let's all do what Beth used to tell us to do, and start on our left foot, and then maybe we'll if you start by the end, you may not be, but we can start out with let, that word.
Okay.
Let this be my door.